Yes guys, I'm here at the Scottish border and I've just finished a camping trip from hell. Let's go. So the only issue with having a spontaneous trip is I actually did have to go and purchase the equipment on my way there. Luckily for me though, the roads were still nice and clear whilst we was on our way up to Scotland. And there we go, we are now in Scotland. I've drove past where I'm going to camp because I'm camping on the border. I didn't go supermarket before I came and I just spent 50 quid on a stove, so I'd better go get some food and then we're going to go back this way. Honestly, it's so in the middle of nowhere this that it's adding like 40 minutes onto my journey because the next shop's like 15 mile away. Go get some food and then we'll head back this way and go find parking, and then once we've parked up we'll go and have a bit of a hike up the hill. I don't know what hill it's called, I've just drove here, but when we get there we'll have a walk up, we'll have a look around, and then we'll run through the camping gear I've just purchased and set up spot. Right, we're off. I'm pretty sure I need to stay on this side of this fence here because that side's England where it's illegal to wild camp, and obviously this side, Scotland, it is legal. They have free roaming, I think they call it. I'll be honest with you, I'm going to buy a bigger bag next time. This is the one that I take out on my bike, and although I've fit everything in it, it's a squeeze and it feels very very tight. But that is, I think, where we're walking up. There's England. This is some Scottish trees, I suppose. And to be honest, I come a bit late, so I'll walk for maybe 40 minutes, an hour, see how far I can get. And then I'm gonna have to pitch up before the sun goes down. It's the first time using this tent as well, so hopefully we'll get it up okay. We've made it to the top, kind of. Sun's about to go down, so I am going to find somewhere to pitch my tent. It's quite thick here. I'm probably going to follow it a little bit further up along the ridge edge and then see where we're at. But that was fucking hard walk, that. It's fucking lovely though. One thing is though, yeah, I'm absolutely petrified of getting caught in the dark in the middle of nowhere. So I think I've got like 5 torches, plus then I've got a light on my power bank and a light on my phone and a light on my watch. So rest assured I'm not going to be stuck in the dark tonight. So it's boggy here. I'm hoping I'm not going to fucking fall in. There we go. As I'm getting further along here, the ground's getting wetter and wetter. I've lost my shoe already once. I'm trying to go that way, but this is well fixed, so I'll keep following this along so I can find somewhere dry. There's like a electric tower thing over there, and it looks like there's something next to it. Maybe that's like the little rock things at the summit. I'm not a hiker, so I don't know the terminology. But yeah, we'll try and get across to that, I think. Basically, I'm just cutting through to that in a distance because I know that that's like top of a path or something, innit? So there'll be a proper footpath somewhere, not like this shit. Anyway, I've learnt my lesson for the next time I come wild camping. Find the proper fucking path. I've made it. It was hard work, but there's a lot more flat ground, I suppose. I start walking a bit further that way. There's a lot more flat ground there. I think I'll start walking a bit further that way, but the sun is starting to set, so it'll be a matter of searching for somewhere to kip now, I suppose. Footholds, there's lots of space, isn't there? I'm in the middle of nowhere. The grass has changed a bit here now, it's like crunchy stuff. And yeah, I am wearing shorts whilst I'm knee deep in fucking, I don't know what you call it, so. I'll have a look on my maps and see where I am. I'm fucked here. ChatGPT said keep going over the bridge and it gets grasser. Over the fucking mountain or whatever it's called, it gets grasser. There's not a single patch of grass, right? So I've turned around now, but just got to try and find somewhere that's grassy before this last bit of sun goes. And honestly, it's just getting worse and worse. Stupid idea, this. So that's the hill that I've already walked up, and now the sun's setting and walking back down it, but I know that there's some grass at the bottom of here, so I'll pitch up there whilst I can. As I say, I've got loads of light, so I'm not that fussed. It's hard walking downhill though. And and then I was going to make some food, and I'll explain how this has gone so wrong. Bear with me. Right, before it gets too late, let's make some food. There we go. Okay, so this is what's for tea. I've got a packet of microwave rice with tin of beans and some cooked chicken. Let me put my light on. There we go. Okay, so I'm just eating my chicken and rice and beans. I've got a bag of squashes, and I've got give me a second. Got some waters, and I've got a can of Madra, so I'll drink that. Probably help me sleep. So this is a story. I parked up. I'll be honest with you, as everyone knows, I use ChatGPT to plan quite a lot of stuff. Cut a long story short, it told me to go one way. I kept walking up that hill that you see me go up. I sent it a screenshot. He says, yeah, you're on the right track, keep going. So I kept going. He said, right, you should get some grassy areas now to pitch up. I says, nope. I was like, I can't keep going here, it's getting dark. So then I was like, right, I'll start walking back towards the car. I know there's some flat grass there. So as I started walking back towards the car, fucking midges, there's loads of people and cars, and I can see like where my car's parked. So I thought I'll walk back to my car, see my car's alright, go over the road to like the other side of the main road, and pitch up there, might be better grass. So I get there, there's like 3 cars all smoking weed. Must be a hot spot for weed smokers at that lay-by. One of them goes, is that your car, mate? I said, yeah, and then I thought, fuck this, I'm getting in my car and moving, and I noticed the cars followed me, and then one of them like sped past me. Obviously because it was getting dark, I'm a couple of minutes away from my car now. Tent's alright, it's a bit small. Made me dinner. I'm gonna just put an audiobook on, chill. What a life. Some chilled music on. A little Madra. And a bag of squashes. I'm gonna get a couple hours sleep in a minute, and then get home in time for the school run. Probably get on my bike. I'm gonna go to the gym, train back, cycle home again, and then later on we've got the football. Come on, England. 2-1 to England. You heard it here first. Right, I know it's dark because I'm under the trees. It is 4:45 in the morning, and I've just packed up, took all the stuff to my car, and then I've had to walk back because I've lost a pair of glasses. This is where I stayed last night, just by this field. Yeah, I put all my stuff down there, and I've only managed to pick one pair of glasses up. Right, I didn't find them. Looks like I'm gonna have to get a new pair. But walking back, the car's just on the side of that road there. Right, let me explain exactly how it all went wrong. So, I stopped at Carton Bar, which is on the Scottish border. Come from England into Scotland, I pulled into the left lay-by and just entered the hilly area to the left, towards like the Chevy Hills. You would have seen me going up the peak, and when I got to the top it was kind of a bit boggy, so I jumped the fence. I actually went on to ChatGPT, sent him where my location was, said I think I'm on the wrong side of the fence anyway. He's like, no you're not, keep going, keep going. So obviously Keith, ChatGPT, he knows what he's saying. I bet he's been camping before. I kept following it, and then I messaged him. I said, Keith, this ain't working mate, it's getting boggier and boggier. He said, keep going, it gets better, you'll get to some grassy areas and you can pitch up. So I kept going, and I kept going, and I kept going. He said, don't worry about your fence being on the right hand side, that means nothing. But the more I followed this fence, the more that I could see on my maps I was following the border. So obviously being on the left hand side of the border meant that I was still illegal to wild camp. So I jumped over the fence, keep going through the boggy area. Keith says keep going. If you've lost where we're at, Keith is ChatGPT. Kept going, Keith said keep going, and no matter how far I go, it's getting worse and worse. All the marshland was knee deep, and I was just falling over, like twisting my ankle. I lost my shoe a few times. I'm gonna have to cut out quite a bit of footage because I was swearing, and I don't really want to swear on YouTube because I show it to my son. Big up Noah. But yeah, so then he was just like, you can pitch up there. I was like, no, it's marshland. He goes, yeah, don't pitch up in marshland though. I was like, well, there is no grass, there's nothing I can do. And it was like 10 o'clock at night nearly. The sun was setting. He said, I think if you keep on going, you might find some. So I was like, nah, I'm not doing it. So I turned around and I just looked on my map because I pinned where my car was. And I was like, if I can see that I'm walking in the same direction to my car, I know that when I get to the bottom, I have passed the hilly, grassy area before I got to the hills. So I keep going, and then just as I get towards where the hill is, and I can see in the distance where my car was parked, I could hear shouting, and I could see cars with the lights on and stuff. So I got my phone out and I zoomed in to see what was going on. And I could see next to my car there was a couple of other cars parked there and a couple of lads. So I was like, oh shit, I better go and check what's going on here. Anyway, I walk over, and I didn't want to. Someone said to me, is that your car, mate? I said, yeah, it is. I got in my car and I was like, I'm not going to get out and leave it now because they know it's mine. They know that I've left it whilst I go camping. So I got in it, and there's a couple of other lads over the other side of the lay-by on the other side of the road, and they said to a coach, a lorry that was pulling up, where have you come from? And I don't think they meant anything by it, but I think it just was in a bit of people's business, and I didn't really want to leave my car there. So I drove down the road. I'd seen a few lay-bys when I'd nipped to the shop earlier on. Side point, shops are miles away. So I put in that I need to go to the shop because I need to get some scran. It added like 40 minutes to my journey. Ridiculous. So I carried on going down this road to find the lay-by that I knew, and just as I was about to pull into the lay-by, I'd spotted that one of the cars had followed me out. Don't know whether they followed me out, they was behind me. I pull in. At this point though, it's now dark. I thought about just fucking it off and going home. Sorry, I'll bleep that out. I thought about just going home, and then I was like, nah, I've not come this way to just come here. So I pulled up in the lay-by. I had a little walk, a couple of minutes in. There was another car there empty, so I knew someone else was camping in the vicinity. And then I found some like tree area on the back of a farmer's field, like I was still outside of his field, so it wasn't illegal. And I just pitched up there. I had a good couple of hours sleep, but it wasn't ideal leaving it that late, getting dark. So this is the lessons that I have learned from my fail. We can call it a fail, yeah. ChatGPT, big up Keith in many areas, not camping. I don't believe Keith's ever been camping. 2, make sure you wear the right clothes. I had shorts on and I was getting bitten. I had my knees deep in marshland, and take spare socks because I'm now driving home barefoot because my shoes are wet, my socks are wet. Make sure you have the right shoes, the right footwear, because I should have wore walking boots. I was slipping everywhere in my trainers. I think that's possibly the key lessons to take away from this. Will I be doing it again? Absolutely, because I did actually enjoy it. I won't be asking Keith for advice on camping again. I actually think taking my bike would be a good idea. I wouldn't be worried about my car. I don't think I'd be able to go to some of the same areas, like obviously that hill that you see me get up. I ain't getting a bike up there. But Northumberland, which I'm driving through at the minute, is beautiful. I reckon I could take my bike to many places there and not have to worry about where my car's being parked and who's looking at my car. I could just drive across a gravel track, find somewhere just off it. If I've got to push it a little bit, push it a little bit. So yeah, I'll do it again. I want to go take my bike and do it. Let's see. I'm going to plan another one for a couple of weeks' time.